Hello, this is Mary with Mango Math, and this is a Money Matters lesson out of our Money Matters Math Kit. This lesson is called Food-cation, and it's all about food. And in particular, the idea comes to me from like going to fairs and buying different food items at fairs. So this one is using tokens as their means of currency. So going back to the directions, it's on the sheet of paper in the packet that has the information for the adult on the front with guided questions, supplies, objectives, teaching tips, and so on. And then on the back side is the step-by-step directions for the student to follow. So in this game, students will have a spinner where they're going to spin how many children will be going with you. So in this case, if I am the child, I spin this to see what friends are going with me. And so when I figure out the number of children going, it's going to be myself and whatever else I spin. So let's say I spun a 2, and that means I have 3 children who are going with me. So I'm going to think about 3 children this whole time. So I draw a card, and there's different cards that are available. This card says I have 15 tokens, and I must include food at the coffee and crepe truck. So I see that the coffee and crepe truck takes 3 tokens. So I have to decide, because there's 3 of us, we all get the same things, there's 3 of us. So I'm going to go to the coffee and crepe first. So since there are 3 of us, I'm going to write the 3 children at coffee and crepe in that column. And it takes 3 tickets to get 1 serving for all of us is going to be a total of 9 counters. So I am then going to put in 9, I'm going to pull out 9 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because I had 15 counters down there. So now I am left with these 6 tokens. So I have to look at the board and see where else can I go for 6 tokens that we all get the same amount. So if you look around the board, I can't go to the taco truck because that takes 4 tokens each. The coffee and crepe took 3 tokens each. The food, burger, and bun took 5 tokens each. So I have 6 tokens left, which means I can go to the ice cream truck. And so I'm going to say, I'm going to go to the ice cream truck. There's 3 of us again. I'm going to write that number 3 down here again. And it took 1 token each. So I used up 3 counters. So I'm going to take out those 3 counters. And it allows me in this game that I can take out, each person get 2 ice creams. So I can go back, and it says under here in this column, if you can see it, it says number of additional servings. So we went back and got more ice cream to use up all our tokens because we don't want to be wasteful of tokens. And I have now used up all of my tokens in this. So I've used up this one, I used up 9. This one I used up 6. So 6 and 9 is 15. So I have used up all 15 tokens. So if you want to give this a value, you can actually have the value of the tokens here. But one of the things we're doing is seeing how we can get rid of tokens. So I've used up all of my tokens. I don't have any tokens left. So I've used up all of my tokens, and I have used them all up. So I have no left, but you can see what the value of each token was if I want to come up with a total cost, what it cost me for everybody to have used up their tokens and eaten. So some of these, as this one came out even, meaning I could use all my tokens, some of these cards will have remainders, all based on the number of kids that you have, and you can't use up all your tokens because you don't have enough for all of you to get the same item. So you might find out that you have extra tokens left over. So that child will then have tokens that they will end up keeping. It's the person who wins the game is the person with the least amount of tokens, meaning they used their money wisely and they didn't waste any of those tokens that they had purchased. So that's what we do with Food-cation. It can be a little tricky in that thought process with you, but if you bought the tokens already, and that means you've already spent the money and you're using that money then to go to these different locations and use up those tokens so that you have none left, so you're not wasting any money at the end. So enjoy.